yeah.
Yeah. So
That's kind of like the kickstart of our relationship.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Before I get to that, the experience of actually taking part of that in high school, what was that like?
It was different than anything I've really ever done. Super fun. I think the qualifying round was the day before where you had to place top two, and it was me and I believe Luke and Baker, and there was 8 of us total competing for those 2 spots. And if I remember briefly, I had an okay first round, and the guy who I was facing, I think he hit one more than me the first round, and I'm just like, all right, I'm not going out like this. So I thank God I ended up winning and having the opportunity to hit on the field. And then I met some big leaguers that night. I think I took a picture with Trout, Scherzer, Miggy, kind of in the hallway. And my dad shows that photo all the time because it was last year. Sorry to change topics, but last year it was Miggy's last game in Detroit, and we actually played Detroit. And he's like, print this photo and make him sign it like that. I'm not doing that. Like this guy's last moment. I'm not doing that. But anyways, it was a cool experience. I got to chill with Marno after, talk to him, and 3 years later I got to participate in WBC with him, and that's kind of where our relationship just slowly started to develop. He's a great friend, great human being, and I'm thankful to have a relationship with him.
What do you like about the home run derby event from years of watching? And what is interesting to you as a ball player watching?
I think the 2 versions of the home run derby is unique. Like the 10 outs, that's what I usually normally watch as a kid. The 10 outs, and now it's 2 minutes around or 2 minutes 30 around, something like that. The 10 outs one, you can kind of take your time a little bit. You can breathe. The 2 minutes 30-second one, it's like, all right, we gotta go. And then energy plays a factor, and you got to be able to hold your own condition-wise because it's not easy to keep swinging and swinging and swinging. So I don't know. I think it's really cool how they do it nowadays. It's obviously different than what I've seen in the past, but yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's just fun for the players to do it and have the opportunity to do it in front of X amount of fans, in front of their family, in front of their peers.
Obviously, this is a career season. When you look back at your journey,
I appreciate it.
one thing offensively that really turned things around.
I remember it was my second year in Cleveland. I think it was 2021. Early in the year, and I was swinging at bad pitches in opportunities where I can get an RBI. Guy on second, 1 out. Guy on third, 1 out. Easy opportunity to score the run. Not easy, but an opportunity where I could score the run, and I wasn't getting the job done. And Cesar Hernandez and Eddie Rosario came up to me and just said, hey, just relax. Like, the pressure's not on you. The pressure's on the pitcher. He has to throw a strike, in order to get you out. Like, don't swing at his bad pitches. And from then on, I started to take my BPs a little more serious, where I was swinging at pitches I knew I could do damage on. Versus, the pitcher, you're just going to groove it in there. You can hit almost anything because it's coming at 50 miles an hour. But if I am able to zone in on really one zone and hit something with more power or emphasis versus swinging at this pitch, swinging at this pitch, and it's not a great result, but I'm able to hit it, that it really just kind of turned something in my mind. So I started to take kind of my work more serious on the offensive side, my cage work, because I feel like it translates. It all translates together. If you do something in practice, you're probably going to do it in the game. That's what I started to think, and I think that helped me grow a little bit. And then so I taught that to my brothers, and they started to do better with their in-practice routines, where it's like, my in-practice routine is going to represent my game. And it's kind of like in life, whatever you do on one end, when it comes time to do it in an important opportunity, you're going to normally probably do the same thing, because that's where you're wiring your body, wiring your brain. So I think just taking my practice more serious.
Hey Josh, congratulations for your first All-Star game.
Thank you.
And I have a question. So do you remember you playing pitcher Ohtani when you were 15 years old?
I was 15. I just turned 15 that June in Seoul.
Under 18?
Yeah.
And he ended up striking you out.
He did.
But how do you feel about playing in a big league, kind of all stuck together after 12 years?
It's cool. It's kind of like a full circle moment. I think another pitcher who was on that team, he closed that game. I think he's in the big leagues too, or I don't know, but they had a phenomenal team, that Japanese team. Ohtani, I think he went 7 innings, if I'm correct, and then he went to the outfield and hit 4. It was so unique. But playing him now, it's a blessing just to watch how hard he's worked to get here and how elite he is. Pitching and hitting, it's not easy to do, but I think it's doable, and I think he kind of changed the game of baseball, where players aren't going to be afraid to be two-way players or going to college and pitch and hit, or high school pitch and hit. So I think him doing that really changed the way, the game is played. It's super unique what he's done.